Pisces, how you doing? And welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 6th to the 12th of October. Hope you're doing well. Did you see the messages from energy? All about passions and applying your passions in life. Once you do apply your passions and put your attention into it, this is from the messages from energy, you're going to realize that there's actually abundance amount of energy there to support your passions and the direction that you want to take. A great chakra sequencing as well on the messages from energy that you'll be able to find on our channel. But let's just get into what's going on with your flower, your energies for this week here. So here's your Astroflower in front of you. And what you'll notice is that there's quite a lot of fire mixed with water here. And I think this does stoke those sort of like heartfelt passions within you. And this is a real sort of like your heart's desires. I think you're really getting excited about life and about what you wish to achieve. That's what it seems like in this week here. There's great possibilities for some good returns for you. Let's just see what's going on with the general energies. This is petal 6 here, your inner sanctum. Let's just see what's going on there. If you don't get out there and get involved, you're not going to get the returns. And I think we saw that on the messages from energy. And I think if you do get out and get involved, and you do need to use your solar plexus here in order to get the returns, let's just see how it's playing in on your financial side. But it's certainly on the general energies here. It's like itchy feet. You really want to sort of like explore and enjoy the passions of life. Once you do start getting involved in it, that's when you're going to get the best results, I think. More than anything else. Let's just see what's going on here on your financial side. It's the more you invest, the more the returns you get. I get someone who's literally. It looks like you could be winning the lottery. You seem to be very flush with money at the moment. Let's just see what's going on with that general energy. You get the 9 of Swords. Are you repetitive nightmares? I don't think so. It's not what I get. I think you're waking up from this. I think you're waking up from a situation and maybe a job that was just sort of like very sort of like monotonous or so forth. And it's sort of kind of going, look, you know what I mean? Life is for living. I'm not going to wait around and just sit in the same job. I need to get out there and I need to get involved in my passions and passionately engaged in life. Once you start doing that, that's when you're going to see a lot of the results more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on in the karmic path. The cards are really jumping. This relays to your energies here. You get the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I had someone, sort of giving money out like that, kind of going, yeah, I'm flush. And I think this is where it's your karmic path to don't just sort of like do it willy-nilly. I think you need to be sort of like be very precise about where you put your money. Rather than just putting it out all over the place. But it is a time for you to be planting seeds, to be investing in your own future. It could be a case of doing an online workshop or doing some education, getting some qualifications in order to further your career, or open up a business, to get the paperwork in order to do a business. But whatever it is, you seem to be feathering your nest in this at the moment. And your synchronicities or your networking or your connection with the outside world, you get the 6 of Cups. I think this investment in yourself is bringing you the returns, and that investment is almost like a great lesson or great gift you're giving yourself more than a lesson. It's giving yourself the opportunity for you to really enjoy life. Yeah, this is the past here. You get the 3 of Swords. As I said, I think this ties into the 9 of Swords. I think in the past you might have felt that, it wasn't as exciting as you wanted life to be. And that is what's changing. That's where you're planting the seeds. And that's the gift you're giving yourself in your future self. You get the King of Wands. All of a sudden, I think you're realizing on your financial side that you have a lot more control over your possibilities, or over your destination, or over your success, your financial success. And the more you invest in yourself, the better the returns are going to be here. And it's definitely changing things. And yeah, it's just seeing how to do things differently. It may be a case of you still doing the same type of job, but just changing the way in which you go about it. So let's say, like you're making jewelry, and it's like you've been making the same sort of jewelry for some time, or um, and but this time here, you just want to change it up a little bit. You want to be start using sort of different materials and so forth, but still doing sort of jewelry and what have you. I think it's basically learning to reconfigure this a situation so it brings the results to you. So you lose that monotony that I get there. But it's in the past. It's tied to the past, and it's going to open up a great deal of passions for you. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. It's being very coy. I think this is like, I'm not saying you're a flirt, but I would flirt if I was you. That's what it seems to be like here. I think you're flirting with the idea of love. That's what it feels like. Let's just see what goes on in the general energies. You get the Seven of Wands. There is a definite determination within you to sort of say, do you know what? The only way it's going to change is if I get involved and get engaged in life. And I think this is what that whole sort of flirting with love and opening up to love, and it could be with your own existing relationships and opening, you know, exploring other avenues within your relationship in order to spark a bit of passion within it all. But it's definitely sort of like being coy and being sort of like opening up the idea of flirting with love more than anything else. On your karmic path, ooh, is that what you're flirting with? Marriage. And it doesn't necessarily, yeah, it could be marriage, but it could also be sort of like the unison between you and another person. This is what, you're flirting with the idea of relationship. And I wouldn't just flirt, I would actually follow it through. I think you've got the taste is in the eating, basically. And, once you taste love, I don't think you're going to be able to refuse it. What's going on the synchronicities with the outside world? The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is really great, actually, considering we've also got the Four of Wands on your karmic path. What's happening here is, as if you can see here, this person here is extracting that one wand from the other four wands. And I think it's maybe you've had like a chaotic connection with other people that are around you. Could be friends, family, and community. Could be your partner as well. I think that's what you're extracting yourself from, and you're being determined about it. I think you realize that what you want out of life and the results you're going to get if you stick to the plan. And I think the plan is to open up to relationships. You get the Queen of Cups in your past. Um, I think you've tried a lot of things. I think you're reminiscing maybe about the good times and where are the good times gone. And I think this is where it's like a wake up call for you to sort of say, do you know what? If I really want to enjoy life, if I want to, have the best out of life, I've got to get back to being that sort of like happy-go-lucky person that you can so well be. And in the future, you get the Five of Cups. As I say, I think you're walking away from this Five of Wands. That's what it seems to be here. A conflictual situation to getting back to the Queen of Cups where you're actually really enjoying life. Those Three of Cups there, they are spent on one side, and you've got the Two of Cups, which is just behind you. Once you start realizing that, and then you start using those Seven of Wands, that sort of determination and that passion that you can have in that determination. Sorry, I've just dropped a card. Let me just grab that because it seems to be. Here we go. Let's just see what's going on. This is how you should engage in life. Yeah, I think get the world card here. I think you should realize that, it's a whole new world, an opportunity, a whole new world to explore because you're being really engaged in life. Once you do start engaging, then you're going to get the fantastic results, I think. But you have to sort of go through that process of the fives are all about transitions, and I think you're really transitioning from a situation where you might have just accepted not being in love or not enjoying life, maybe. And now all of a sudden you're sort of saying, do you know what? I'm not going to accept it anymore. I want the best out of it. So let's just have a quick look on here and let's see what this sort of Page of Pentacles is all about on your karmic path. You get the Empress card here. I think this is where you have a complete and utter control over your destiny, as I said earlier on. I think you're applying it. I wouldn't have the emotions. I wouldn't apply the emotions on your financial side. I would take the emotions out, and that's what the Three of Swords is all about. It may have done you wrong in the past, and now you can mix it up. And yeah, there's an inspirational victory coming your way with the King of Wands as well, and putting you in the driving seat of your own destination. Let's just see what's going on with these Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. What are you extracting yourself and where you're going to? You get the Ten of Cups here. I do believe with that Four of Wands on your karmic path that you are sort of saying, do you know what? There's got to be more to life, and I want more out of life. How does it play into the Five of Cups? You get the Devil card. Yeah, there is the detail. The devil is in the detail here, and I think this is you playing with flirting with love a little bit as well. I think you need to be opening up to it, and if you do open up to it, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the Ace of Cups. I think you're opening up to a really beautiful, passionate future if you so decided to. Only you can decide to do it, and once you start engaging it, that's when you're going to get the best results out of it more than anything else. So there you go, Pisces. Thanking you very much for being here. Don't forget about the messages from energy on our channel and all the other energy videos that we do, and there's the live as well if you so wish at the weekend, questions and answers all about energy. I will see you there. Thanking you very much for subscribing, liking and sharing and all of that malarkey. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.